Welcome! It's Facts You Don't Know. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more, well, and first make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything.
The wolf brought the baby to the old man's house. He sobbed when he realized what he was. Grandpa Ivan was living alone in the village after his wife Pelagia died. His children left, they got married, and they never visited him. Grandpa only had the black dog, the Galapag, which was his loyal and good friend as it helped him in the house chores. One day, the grandfather and the dog went to the forest to collect mushrooms as usual, but they were surprised to find a little wolf there on his way. Grandpa was surprised that the wolf had not escaped and kept looking at him, but he realized that he was newborn and that he apparently lost his mother. And since Grandpa even loved animals so much, he decided to take the poor animal to his home and takes care of it until it became an adult wolf. When Grandpa came home and examined the little wolf, he found that he was very hungry and had not eaten for a while. Grandpa brought the food to the wolf and built a small house next to the dog house. It was also called public. 6 months later, the wolf grew up and it looked very good, which caused even returns it to the forest. The wolf completely disappeared and did not appear for 7 months. In the fall, the grandfather went out to the courtyard, and there he saw Public lying in front of his door, so cuddled it. But he was surprised when he noticed that he brought a basket with him covered with a white blanket. When Grandpa opened the basket, he was surprised to find a newborn baby there. The little one was very beautiful and white. Grandpa takes the little boy home. Ivan went and brought him some milk, and he spent most of his time taking care of this poor baby too. The grandfather remembered his grandchildren who had not visited him for 10 years, and he wished they had visited him so that he could enjoy his time with them as he does with his little boy. Over time, Grandpa Ivan seemed to feel guilty because he realized that the boy's mother might have been looking for him while her heart was broken on his pardon. He wanted to reach his mother, and she started getting used to the little boy and was unable to leave him, as he called him Maxim, and he spent most of the day with the child and played with him with the dog Galapag. The grandfather was thinking about asking to adopt the little boy, but he realized that they would not allow him to adopt a young boy of that age, especially since he's an old man. The grandfather became annoyed about what he was doing. He kept a little boy in his house, and that was not good. He had not slept at night because of his guilt, and one night he considered taking the little one to the police when he got up in the morning. When the grandpa got up early in the morning, he gave breakfast to the dog and then went back to his breakfast before taking the little one to the police headquarters. While in the kitchen, he heard knocking on the door. When Grandpa Ivan opens the door, he finds that there is a very beautiful young woman, who, as he looks at her eyes, remembers his wife, Pelagia. The grandfather kept looking carefully at the young woman who greeted him and was very exhausted carrying a bag in her hand. He finally got to know her and confirmed that she is his granddaughter Masha and is the daughter of his oldest son, whom he had not seen in 10 years. He hugged his granddaughter at length and then invited her to enter his house, and he was very happy. The last time the grandfather saw his granddaughter Masha was 11 years old, and now she's a young and beautiful woman. While the grandfather was talking to his granddaughter and asking her about his son and the rest of the family, Maximus started crying. Then the grandfather went to calm down and then went back to continue talking to his granddaughter. Masha asked her grandfather about a crying baby. The grandfather told her the story. And then the young woman was very worried and asked her grandfather to allow her to see the little boy. It turned out that Masha was coming to visit her grandfather Ivan, and on the way she fell asleep, and when she woke up, she did not find her little boy Maxim next to her, where Public carried him. She got to look for him in the neighboring villages for 2 whole days, and when she lost hope to find him, she decided to visit her grandfather before returning to the city. But she was surprised when she found her boy with her grandpa.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.